Render could see a massive price surge from $6 up to $150. At least that is what one analyst does have to say in an article that was released earlier this week. Now, in today's episode of the Everything Crypto Show, I want to break down whether or not I believe Render could actually hit triple digits using some market cap comparisons. And then to wrap things up, we are going to take a look at the current price action of this altcoin, which is up over 25% on the week. Now, before we hop into the content, just a friendly reminder that I am not a financial advisor, nor do I offer any sort of financial advice on YouTube. I am simply here for your crypto news and entertainment purposes. And if you do find the videos informative and entertaining, please consider hitting that sub and like button and turn that notification bell on so you can be notified when all of our latest videos go live on the channel. Now, without further ado, we are going to hop right into today's altcoin of discussion, and that is going to be the Render token here. Now, this token has been a big performer over the past year. In fact, if we take a look at its one-year performance, this coin is up over 307%, sitting at about $1.48 a year ago, currently sitting at $6.06. And this comes after it actually peaked back in March at about $13.50 here. Which isn't demonstrated on CoinMarketCap, but if we take a look here at the chart on TradingView, you can see that it did touch just above $3.50 here in mid-March. So we did see this article come out here, and I've seen a lot of people just sharing it on Twitter and kind of sparking the discussion about whether or not it's believed that Render can hit a $150 price target in the bull run. So if we actually take a look here at the Render token itself, even just measuring its performance so far, okay, this is an altcoin we have been covering on the channel since last year, and with good reason, as from the top 100, it has been an outperformer. It has hit a new high this market cycle, which a lot of altcoins in the top 100 have not. I don't know exactly what the stats are, but yeah, Render has hit a new all-time high this cycle, and even after pulling back 50% from that high, this coin is still up about 14, just under 1,500% from its lows at about 37 cents, currently at just over $6. It is also one of the few alts out of the top 100 that has outperformed Bitcoin from the beginning of the bull market, and that can be reflected in the Render to Bitcoin ratio, which, if we actually take a look here at that ratio, and we'll go ahead and measure it from the start of 2023. Render has outperformed Bitcoin by about 300%, okay? So it's been a strong token in this bull run. I think it has really benefited from the AI narrative that has also, seen NVIDIA rallying in the stock market. Some people do like to call Render the NVIDIA of crypto, and it's worth noting that Jules Urbach, the CEO of the Render network, does actually have connections with Jensen Huang, the NVIDIA CEO. Okay, so we saw this tweet here from Monopoly. Basically says Sol circulating supply and max supply is almost identical to Render. Sol was $3.24 on January 15th of 2021, closed at $236 on November 5th, 2021. That is a 72x in 10 months. And he goes on to talk about the burn mint equilibrium as well, which if you do want to learn more about the Render burning mechanism, feel free to check out the last video on the channel that we posted regarding this altcoin. If you go to channel there and then go to videos, it's the last one that we just made, and you'll see in the thumbnail that we are talking about the token burns. So feel free to check that out if you do want to learn more about that specifically, as I do believe that token burns are important and can be bullish for altcoins if they are significant enough. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Solana and Render. I do also think it's worth looking at Render in comparison to Solana, as Render is the largest DPIN, the largest AI altcoin on the Solana blockchain. So Solana with a total supply of 585 mil, Render with that total supply of 532 mil. And yeah, if we take a look at Solana's price action here, I mean, at the beginning of 2021, this altcoin was at about $3.20, peaked at about $2.58 according to CoinMarketCap, but that would have been so even higher than $2.36. Wow, and this would have been in November of 2021. So in just about 11 months, yeah, Solana did pull over a 72x. Okay. Now, Solana here, we can actually see in terms of the market cap, Render currently sits at a market cap of 3.1 billion, and that would be roughly what Solana was worth in about February to March of 2021, and then running all the way up to about a $78.28 billion market cap by the peak of that bull run. So let's right off the bat just take a look at what the Render token would actually be worth if it was to have the market cap of Solana currently. And it would be worth $179 per token. Now at Solana's all-time high market cap, which although the coin did not hit an all-time high in terms of the price, the market cap hit an all-time high as more tokens have been brought into circulation. Solana's all-time high market cap was at about 87 billion. And if Render was to hit that market cap, then we'd be looking at a Render token, each Render token being worth just under $230, okay? So if we do want to measure the Render token and kind of make some price predictions based on Solana, based on the fact that they do have a similar total supply, then it does just give you an idea of what each Render token could be worth if it was to reach similar market caps to Solana. Could it happen? Sure, it could happen. Is it going to happen? Nobody knows that for sure. And the only comparison really that I think could be made between Render and Solana, because they're not the same. Solana is a layer 1 blockchain. Render is a DePIN project built on top of the Solana blockchain. In fact, it is the biggest one here and not even close. At the time of this infographic, Render had a $2.7 billion market cap. That at the moment is up to $3.1 billion. And then compare that to Helium in second with $1.2 billion, IO.net with 260 mil. And yeah, you can see here that Render is the biggest DePIN project on Solana, over double the market cap of the second place competition. And there is kind of that correlation between Render and Solana, in which, you know, if Solana is rallying, we could actually see Render also rally with it, as it is a part of its ecosystem. And Solana and Render are notably two tokens out of the top 100, two of the few tokens out of the top 100 that have actually been outperformers this cycle, outperforming Bitcoin. And Render actually hit a new all-time high this bull market in terms of its actual token price, while Solana did not. So that's also something to keep in mind. If we measure it from its lows, both of these altcoins from their lows, and actually, let's just see how they're doing at the moment. Okay, so at the moment, from the beginning of 2023, Render is up about 1,500%. Okay, and that is measured from the bear market bottom. And we're gonna go ahead and actually also measure Solana from its bear market bottom here. So we take a look at the Coinbase chart. We'll go to the bottom, which, back in 2022, Solana's up about 1,750%. So actually outperforming Render from the bottom. But again, both of these very impressive performers, up 1,500 and 1,750% respectively. And I do think that the fact that Render is now associated with Solana as being the biggest DePIN project, the biggest AI altcoin on this chain, I do believe it could have a trickle effect into the price action of Render as well. Just more attention on the Solana ecosystem, and then more attention to the altcoins that power the ecosystem. And you do have Render right at the right near the top of that list as one of the biggest by market cap, and again, the biggest AI coin by market cap on Sol. So to wrap things up, I do want to take a look at the Render price action at the moment as well. You know, that was kind of like the price, just the price comparison portion of the video. I want to take a look at what is happening right now, as I do see something significant here in terms of the chart, which is the fact that Render actually at the moment is not getting above its bull market support band at about $6.25. That is where the bottom of the bull market support band is, and that is where the rally basically kind of took a standstill here for Render. It is, as it is now pulled back to the low $6 range, sitting at about $6.04. So I am looking at the key area of support for Render at about $5.25. This acted as resistance back here in late last year, early this year. Render pulled back from there, broke above this level here, and then on the breakout above 525, that is when we saw that big run up for this altcoin up to its fresh highs at $13.50. Okay, So we can see here that on the way back down, render broke below 525 once again, actually pegged the key area of support at about $3.60, let's call it. And then, yeah, you can see here that it tried to get above this 525 area once again. It did it on one weekly candle, came back down on the next weekly candle, and then boom, for 2 weeks here, tried to break above, was unable to do so. And then on the week here, for mid-September, from September 16th to the 23rd, that is when we finally saw a break above 525. So 525 is a key area in terms of the price action for this altcoin. Just because of that resistance there back in late last year, early this year. And then we can see here that once again, it was acting as resistance. So now that we are above it, if render was to make its way back to the downside, I would expect it to act as a level of support. That's what I would be looking for anyways. And to the upside, if render is able to break above its bull market support band, I would be looking at the $7 zone, and above that, $8.80, which is actually the prior cycle all-time high. So on that note, let me know what you think about render in the comments down below. I hope you all enjoyed the content in today's video. I hope you are all staying happy, safe, and healthy, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace out for now.